Hello world, California. So I took a break from the news and it's like just getting back into it a little bit. Found myself like literally shaking. I was so angry. It's so crazy out and it doesn't have to be. It does not have to be. We have so much meddling in our affairs. It is insane and it is creating so much drama out there. I mean, how much of it is even true? How many of these people are not being paid or are being paid or whatever, however you want to look at it. But it is not something I know most of us want, and it needs to be stopped. And I don't see anybody doing anything about it, nor do I. Like, if anything, this is just pushing their agenda even further to try to get us to call in National Guard, federal help, blah, blah, blah. Just like, you know, what they used to say about Trump. Oh, why didn't Trump, do more, whatever in these states? Well, okay, look at Washington. There's your first police state. And they're trying to separate it out from the rest of it to be more just the first police state. So essentially to then have every other state fall in line with that. That's not okay. We're America. We're not going to even allow this at all. I can't believe it's even been let go this far. So, you know, we have some politicians supposedly fighting, but, you know, I get the feeling there's been a lot of paying off happening. They're overprinting money insanely. And you know what I think this is going to lead to is their switch over to the SDR currency, which is a digital currency, and it can be used worldwide. This is, I mean, if you knew what I know, like, because I research so much, you would see how all this falls in line for them to essentially implement their agenda. They have done this incredibly well, and it's disgusting. I mean, especially when you can see it so clearly, it is absolutely disgusting. We've got to do something about this, right? And here in California, we have a recall going on for Governor Fake Newsom, Gavin Newsom, Fake Newsom. Let's just go with that. So now, what are we going to do, right? He is going out, then we're going to have his replacement go in unless there's going to be an actual vote. And even if not, I mean, is it really acceptable to just take in this other person who I believe he's a lawyer? And really, I would like to have somebody in there that actually cares about the people and not how they can line their pockets with bribes from people that want certain things done. This whole crisis with the water situation. Anyways, I can't think. Drought. That's completely unnecessary. And, you know, the issue with like the fires and stuff like that, that's unnecessary. We've got the government in literally every part of our life, and it is only getting worse. And, you know, I know people aren't happy with this. I know you guys feel like I do about all this, but, you know, I know you guys are also busy with your lives, and that's exactly what they wanted. They wanted you to be so busy that you couldn't even do your own research to know what's going on till it's too late. And even now, so many people don't get it. They don't know. They don't understand. They're playing off of our good intentions. So they implement these laws that then lead it, and they open doors to being able to further then step on our rights because, hey, we've already done this. Why not implement this? It's just, you know, it's important. We have a constitution because it is important. And it keeps us free, and it keeps us from a tyrannical government takeover, which is exactly what we're facing right now. And it is absolutely our duty to stop it. I would like to announce that I am going to run for California governor, and I hope that I can get your support. So, you know, I want to address like our education system, for instance. It has gone so downhill, yet, you know, they want to increase taxes, yet we don't see any improvements. You know, we've got, you know, massive growth of government, and that is the most unorganic source of income. all it is essentially a middleman that just collects more and creates more problems in our lives if they can't collect from you. We've got programs that if you even do apply, it almost is a push to do worse, so that way you can slip past the line or whatever, it just literally encourages people to do worse. I've seen so many people out there, and people are so giving and want to help and they want to do things for each other, but yet then we're also fighting this fear of not succeeding and being homeless and our family being without and things like that. And that is truly what drives us to do things every day that maybe we would otherwise not do, because we need that dollar that is being reprinted so harshly that it's literally, they can tell you it's not gonna tank or whatever, don't worry, but that's BS. And you should obviously, not obviously maybe, but you should be able to see what's going on and realize that this isn't good. I would see that this would be a perfect way for them to implement that SDR currency, because like they did with the gold standard, and it said that they, first before I jump to that. So with the gold standard, here's history, but I'm sure many people don't know this. The gold standard, when they made gold illegal, made people turn it in. Again, they're creating this type of mindset in our head, making us think that we have to do this. We should have said no back then too. So make us turn it in, forced us to turn it in after they make it illegal. Then when it's all turned in, they turn around and hike the price up 30%. Well, that's what's said to be done with SDR currency to your paper dollar bill. It's going to be worth 30% less, and you want to go to SDR currency, which is worldwide accepted digitally. Yeah. So if I can say anything that I like about digital currency, I would say Doji. And that's not a push for it, but I'm telling you, that is the absolute perfect currency for the people and by the people. So, getting into all this, I know a lot of people want change, and you're sitting there probably like, but how do we do it? And I don't know if it makes you sick like it does me to think that you can't do anything about it, but I want you to know that together we can. Yes, we need somebody up there on the front lines, and I want to be that person for you all. As government workers, we should be volunteers, because we are doing it not for government, we're doing it for the people of our country. And our country's future, the people's future, our children's future. This is a land that is so sacred, and we have just been taking it for granted because we've been influenced to be not proud of our country. We are literally the greatest country in the world, even on our, even when we're teetering right now, with how things are going with this government right now. It is incredible what people don't know and don't understand. And it is like, for instance, I was watching this kind of documentary show on for instance, let's say FDA, right? Like pharmaceuticals will pay FDA to push their drugs, and there's all these money ploys, and there's so much corruption, and it's like there's all these hurdles to jump through if we even want to make a leap in our society, in our inventions, in our capabilities, and anything. There's so many laws and regulations and things like that are very unnecessary. Some are very necessary, but many are unnecessary, and they only do it to make more money out of things. We've got a middleman government that never loses. They win when you lose, and they win when you win. And it's gotten out of hand. And it's not that people aren't wanting or willing to help each other. It is that at this point, we almost feel that we need the help ourselves. So therefore we're afraid. And that's what they're playing off of as well. And then, because, the government wastes your money. They waste our money. And, it's insane. We've got, wages, right? Or wages that haven't gone up. And, with that stimulus, I recently heard on a video I was watching, it was like they were talking about, I think, the climate, that grain deal or something, which is just all bad news. oh gosh, there's so much. There's just so much, and it's everything. I'm just like, just the Green New Deal, right? We want to be, we want to be aware of our global, what's going on in our world, of course. But, again, there's a perfect example of them playing off of our good intentions, because of course we don't want bad things, right? We don't want bad things. But the reason they do what they do is not to help the situation. They do it because there's a dollar sign on it and it makes them money. And this has to stop. This has to stop now. So I ask you guys to help out. Let's, together we can do this. We can fix this. We have to become more knowledgeable about things. We can't hide from our past. We need to know what our past is, because then we would know exactly what's going on. Is it not fishy enough that they want to get rid of things? Why? So we don't know about them? Yeah, that's why, actually, exactly. It's very important that we know. So yeah, with education, that's got to be completely reformed. We've got kids coming into a world and are completely not ready at all. They have no financial skills. People don't know their bodies, and it is important. It is important to know these things. We don't know why. We've just been so taken away, so embedded in a world of commerce, essentially, just away from our roots, and we're sicker because of it. We're not as healthy. We're just slowly fading, guys. We are slowly fading, and it's only going to get worse. So we got to change it, and we got to work together to do it. So again, I ask you, if you would like to help, please leave a comment on this video. I'll make sure to check it. But there's so many things I'd like to reform. If you have questions, we can do like a live video, whatever. But of course, I want to hear other people's concerns. But mostly, we just need to downsize this government a lot. And we go back to, more how it used to be, where people did government jobs, I don't know if it was ever completely that way, but where we did jobs, not even government jobs, but where we did jobs because we wanted to, we have a desire to, and we need to make it more possible for people to do things that they love instead of doing things because it makes money, because that's not helping either. There's so much. Okay. But yeah, I got all kinds of ideas. I just throw a couple out there. I know I kind of want to wrap this up, but for instance, I would like to do a weekly video, or weekly live session on video on the internet or whatever, where we can all talk. I would like every meeting that is held to be held live, a live video. That way there is no chance of lying, no chance of sneaky, no chance of any of that. Yeah, it's really bad. And, I know you guys think that you have to go along with things, but you do not. And you would be surprised by how many people feel like you do. That's another thing too, the division that they've created by doing just telling us how people feel and stuff like that. You gotta stop listening to the media. You just have to, okay? Because the way that they portray things is completely not the way it is. People, I just saw this thing where they did a poll with Black Americans and how they felt about the police. And it was overwhelming how many people, supported the police. So, it was I think 70% that overwhelmingly did, and then the other 30% did not. I can't quite remember what they said, but I believe it was either that they, thought it needed to be, reformed, or didn't like it or something, or didn't like what was going on. I don't know. And I can understand that. I have had my share of disappointments, but we have to realize too that, again, it's just This is all just essentially a play. This is exactly what they want. What would they do if you guys, let's say if they did defund the police, right? If we defunded the police, who would be the police then? You think they're just going to leave it without police? That's not going to happen. That's why you have all these riots happening, because they want them to happen. For instance, like the gun things that happen, you know, it's funny that, you know, you didn't hear about anything like that when Trump was in office, but then as soon as Biden's in office, it's like one after the other. It's all pushing an agenda. And I know people can see that out there, but there is some that because your eyes haven't been opened yet, you're not going to see that. And, you know, once you do understand, once you do see like really the facts and how it all plays and clicks into things and makes other things, you know, turn and work and blah, 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 you'll understand that it's all a rouge. It's all a game. And they're just putting this on to essentially get what they want from you. They get the response from you that they want. So anyways, okay, God bless worldwide. And California, remember, vote wisely and vote wise when it comes time to elect your new California state representative. I know that's like another position, but you know, essentially representative of the people, people's representative, the governor. Woo! Okay, thanks for listening. I'm sure there's a ton of stuff that I didn't cover. I'm going to go back later and watch this video and be like, I wanted to hit on that. I want to hit on that. Because it's just wild. That's why I would love to like just have like a big group thing. I mentioned the live video stuff. So yeah, because that would be great. I think we need to have a big conversation. We need to help each other understand, not spread hate, share facts, and spread truth. Right? Yes. Okay. Yeah. God bless. Thank you, everybody, for listening. Till next time.